What up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the SNA podcast for the wrestling news video on October 15, 2024, where I'm going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you Assassinators need to know from I would say, the Sportskeeda wrestling article. And we're going to start off like the intriguing news list with some super duper one like with a popular WWE superstar claims Rhea Ripley hates seeing her on Raw. WWE superstar Rhea Ripley has been an integral part of Monday Night Raw since her arrival on the main roster in 20. However, a popular SmackDown star recently claimed that the Eradicator does not like seeing her on the Red brand. The Nightmare kicked off the latest edition of Raw with a strong promo to call out Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, but in a surprising turn of events, the 2024 Women's Money in the Bank briefcase winner, Tiffany Stratton, came out to deliver a message sent to Rhea by the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax as the two argued inside the squared circle. Morgan and Rodriguez attacked both, setting up a tag team match for later on in the evening. The four women took the ring in the main event of the show. Both teams put forth back and forth, fourth and back and forth tests which ended in a DQ after interference from Nia Jax to in the irresistible force attacked the women's world champion to set up a perfect cash-in opportunity for Tiffany Stratton, only for Dirty Dominic Mysterio to make the save. Later, Tiffany Stratton took to Instagram to share a message after the show saying or writing, "I know Rhea Ripley hates to see me on Monday Night Raw," while putting on a laughing emoji, which you can see along with the picture that she posted on her Instagram account. Here's the long time, and which she's starting to kind of look like the next Mandy Rose, if that makes sense, of course. And they showed her like right before the match with Rhea Ripley, and then with Rhea Ripley not caring what she sees, holding up the briefcase. She and then this is where you got the argument segment between the two, and showing her with comparisons probably your favorite fictional shows like Hello Kitty, what's that, Adventure Time and Wednesday, with one's the gothic girl, and then the other one's the Princess Pink girl, that's cheery up. The only thing she's missing though is Raven and Starfire from Teen Titans though, and that she'll be complete after that. But what I want to ask your opinions, do you think that Rhea Ripley really do hates Tiffany Stratton being on the Raw roster, or do you think that Tiffany Stratton is exaggerating? In kayfabe side of things, of course. Let me know in the comments down below what your opinions either way. But it seems like she does not really care anything about Tiffany Stratton. The only thing she's caring about is trying to get them revenge on Liv Morgan, at least in storyline. And I'm not sure if they're even friends in real life, so I cannot recall or even bitter enemies. Maybe it's just all part of the act, with them being look like they really hate each other, when in reality that's not the case in that point. But next up you got some Jimmy Uso news. He has to betray Roman Reigns due to one major reason involving a 52-year-old WWE legend. Like possible swerve to explore right here. And it said that Bad Blood, Roman Reigns teamed up with Roman Reigns to take on the common enemies the of the form of the bloodline, most specifically Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu at Bad Blood 2024. The former rivals defeated Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu with the help of Jimmy Uso, the returning Jimmy Uso, I should say, and and then yeah, he who took out both Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. However, like following the match, like The Rock stunned the world when he made his much awaited return. The final boss did not utter a word. Like after his return, as he stood on the on the entrance ramp, and set his eyes on Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso as well before leaving. The 52-year-old WWE legend counted to three, on his fingers, and made a slit throat gesture. The final boss comeback has opened new doors that are more exciting for the Bloodline saga. Jimmy Uso has acknowledged his original tribal chief Roman Reigns, and they have officially announced war against the solo-led stable. Jimmy Uso is currently trying to get help from his twin brother Jay Uso. He is Jimmy Uso. In their battle against the Bloodline. However, there could be a shocking twist in the saga. The Rock is rumored to be the man behind the new Bloodline, and given his power in the company, it is uh, uh, highly probable that the final boss could order Big Jim to betray the OTC, and it says right here the point is that Jimmy Uso returned before the final boss returned. Even Solo mentioned that this is all part of the plan, strongly hinting that Jimmy could be a backstabber. The Rock could promise Jimmy that he will be treated well in the new bloodline, and point out how Reigns treated him in the past, compared to his younger brothers. First the OTC chose Jay to be the right hand man, and then despite his effort, and dedication, he picked Solo as his tribal chief here, like this could lead to Uso turning on the former undisputed WWE champion. Once again, of course. And this turn could lead to the highly anticipated clash between Roman Reigns and The Rock. I can also allow Jimmy and Jay to have a proper feud down the road. And do you think that Jimmy Uso could be all part of the new bloodline all along, and he could trick Roman Reigns, and this is probably what Solo was talking about on the post show, after The Rock made his long 6-month awaited return. Do you think that this is all part of the plan that Solo is planning out, along with The Rock? And do you think that we could see that Jimmy Uso could turn on Roman Reigns again, except this time being a heel, once more? And revisit his rivalry with Jimmy Uso is a possibility, but at the same time, I'm just not sure if that's gonna happen though. At the same time, given that there looks like WWE's planting seeds that we could see the original bloodline coming together against the new bloodline, and then and this is where we can start from there until WrestleMania 41. But unless that we can see Jimmy Uso could turn on the old bloodline at War Games, that could be a possibility. But even for that, I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna let you guys to decide on your own, like to see if you agree with this report, like this rumored report, or do you think that think of the complete opposite? But let's move on. We got when will Roman Reigns wrestle again after Bad Blood in 2024, which is everybody's guess that they're talking about. Now Roman Reigns finally got somewhat justice to Solo, but he still has some continue his unfinished business with the Bloodline. Like, where does Roman Reigns goes next? Goes next? Goes next, and when is he going? And most importantly, when he's going to wrestle in the first match at after Bad Blood, and since lose after Bad Blood, which that was his first match back since he lost the undisputed championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. Well, I was about to say. I'm 41. I mean WrestleMania 40, not 30, because 30 was 10 years ago. But anyways, it said match like the match at Bad Blood, since losing at WrestleMania 40, the OTC secured a big win at the Atlanta event, after he pinned Solo Sikoa. However, fans now wonder when they will see Roman in action next. According to a report, Reigns will definitely compete at Survivor Series, War Games, 2024, of course, and all the clues point to a possible War Games match between the Roman led original bloodline and the Solo led new bloodline at the Premium Live event. In the coming weeks, we might see some emotional returns and reunions. It will be interesting, to see what Triple H and Co have in store for the Bloodline saga. But what are your takes onto this? And do you think that we could see Jay Uso and Sami Zayn could join uh, join Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso? I think they still will, despite Jay Uso declining Jimmy's offer to come back to the Bloodline, because he does not give a damn what he or their cousin, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, or OTC, let me rephrase that, says. But despite all that, I think there's going to be something that's going to convince him to just do a one-time, one-and-done deal over against him and Jimmy Uso's younger brother, which is the conniving tribal chief wannabe Solo Sikoa, which that's in everybody's eyes. I gotta admit, that's in my eyes included. But yeah, I'd see that happening, and I can also see Roman Reigns could have his next match be exactly on that Premium Live event. It look like they're going to give him an extra break until they bring it back sometime after Crown Jewel, so he can get ready to form up a new bloodline group that we could see Roman Reigns could get together and finally get this revenge and finally take his Ulafala back. But I'll let you guys decide if you think they're going to win that match also as well. But moving on, we got more Rhea Ripley news. As she shares an update after split from partner is confirmed on WWE Raw. And Rhea Ripley kicked off this week's episode of WWE Raw. It was later confirmed that Damian Priest is no longer working with her on TV. And Ripley was targeted by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to start the show. after being interrupted by Tiffany Stratton. As part of a backstage segment, Adam Pearce would only let Rhea wrestle both Morgan and Rodriguez in a tag team match when she asked if she could work with Priest. It was clear that this was no longer an option. Like Stratton was then announced as her partner, despite the two women not seeing eye to eye. Priest and Ripley had a conversation backstage where they made it clear that they would still back each other up if needed, but were no longer working as a team. Which that's sad news for them and the fans of theirs, and even me, because I was starting to not starting, I'd say actually I've been liking them liking them as a team ever since they joined Edge as the Judgment Day. Let me rephrase that. When it was the original Judgment Day, and they were even teaming in tag team mixed tag matches. Even I even attended the WWE show that I always talk about, with them teaming in a tag match against Nikki Ash at the time, which she's now going back to Nikki Cross, and her mixed tag partner Dolph Ziggler. Which that was a total great match as well. And I need to rank what was the matches, what was the best matches of the night, which I can see that there was only about seven matches. I would say there was about seven matches on the card from that night on in 2022 at the house show. But I'm gonna move on and go to the next slide. We got but it says right here, despite this, Ripley still has Priest back, and has shared the fact that WWE has released his new figure on both her Instagram on both her and Twitter, Instagram and Twitter pages. It is clear that even though Priest and Damian and Rhea are both going on separate paths, they still want to remain close friends. But what are your thoughts on to this? I did not know this was gonna be. I know that was a sign of them splitting, with them hugging like that, and wishing them the best of luck. Which I thought that was all with Rhea Ripley wishing her that I hope she wins, and she still they still be a mixed tag team teammates, but. But it seems like they're going on their separate ways, with Damian Priest probably going after the World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe after we got after Gunther fights Cody Rhodes, which I even mentioned that it's a shame that they did not. They're not going to have the rematch at Crown Jewel, because that would be a perfect place to do. But I mean, we got the next place that's perfect to do it. That is Survivor Series, with them fighting for that World Championship again, and I'm not sure if it'll be 100% 100% successful, but we could see him be almost there, but only could be cost by Finn Balor, which I can see they can do some kind of a storyline until WrestleMania, which I'm not sure if they should continue to drag it out, even though this is something that you would want to have at WrestleMania. But it looks like the ship has already been sailed and they should move on. But at the same time, it looks like if this is the ending of their rivalry, it still has a cliffhanger, because it felt if it's a bit too short, if that makes sense, of course. The way they handled their rivalry, maybe they should have had it on for a few more months, and then they could have put it to rest. But yeah. But anyways, we go. And let me know in the comment section right down below on this. And do you think they're going to get some success now that they're separate, like and going to their solo paths, like respectively? Let me know in the comments. I think they will eventually. I've been a huge fan of them since they were on NXT, like 5 years ago, like when Damian Priest was just the Archer of Infamy and Rhea Ripley was the Nightmare, like with her winning the Women's Championship, being the one to end Shayna Baszler's second longest reigning title reign, like next to Oscar, of course. But but yeah, next up we got this is where then Sportskeeda asks, will Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest work together in the future? There are times when in WWE when tag teams and couples opt to go their separate ways because they want to achieve different things. Alone, of course, like Rhea and Damien had the Judgment Day, like as their main reason for working together. In recent months, like and now, like they have moved past that angle. Like they have, they have no reason to remain together. And it says right here, Ripley like is in the women's division and will need a partner like of her own, like against Liv Morgan and Tiffany Strat. I mean, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. She's desires one. Like Priest made it very clear that he wants to wants the title back, like that he was screwed out of, like at SummerSlam, of course. But yeah, and do you think that we could see Damian Priest, like I said, like will get a shot at the championship? And if so, do you think he's gonna win it right back, or do you think Gunther's gonna retain? Let me know in the comments down below. But but yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see like what transpires out of that. But let's move on and let's talk about next up, we got a popular WWE superstar breaks silence after Raw team returns without her, and there was a cloud like of certainty like surrounding two WWE superstars, owing like to their devastating health state, like but fortunately they got better. Like the War Raiders, like most specifically Eric and Ivar, the former Viking Raiders, like quietly resurfaced on Monday Night Raw this week, like immediately becoming like a formidable foe to the Judgment Day. Like they defeated Alpha Academy's Otis and Akira Tozawa in their return match. Like aside from them, like reverting like to their previous gimmick, like another noteworthy aspect, like was the absence of Valhalla. Like taken to Instagram, Valhalla real name Sarah Lowe. Sarah Lowe. I mean Sarah. I put her last name, which is also which she got from her husband. What's uh Eric, real name Raymond Rowe. But yeah, I'm gonna say Sarah Rowe. Like, and it says again, like Valhalla, real name is Sarah Rowe, like shared an Instagram an image of the War Raiders on Raw. She is currently inactive as she is bearing the child of Eric, real name Raymond Rowe Jr. And it says the Judgment Days, Finn Balor and JD McDonough have been world tag team champions, like on the red brand for over 100 days. Like, however, they have only defended the belts once thus far. Like, whether the War Raiders will dethrone them, like or not, like Bears watching, like, but they have establishment like or they have established like their position like in the tag team division, all like already with in, emphatic win this past Monday, and it said right here when Ivar said like Eric's in-ring return would ruin his singles run in WWE, but we're gonna get into that in just a moment. But I want to ask you this question: like, do you think that they're gonna bring back Valhalla back into the War Raiders, like that used to be in the Viking Raiders on the main roster? Like, and do you think she's gonna go back as her Sarah Logan name, or do you think she's gonna stay as Valhalla? And what name do you prefer? Do you prefer Sarah Logan or Valhalla? Let me know about that as well in the comment section right down below. Like whatever name that fit her character with the new with the Eric and Ivar going back to their old tag team name without their but even though it's without their individual names, which is Roll and Hanson. Yeah. But I guess that it's for the best. I think that everybody's gonna remember always gonna remember them as Eric and Ivar. But but anyways, the War Raiders have been together since they signed with WWE in 2018, and even long before that, while wrestling in the independent circuit. Ivar, on the other hand, found some reasonable success as a singles competitor after Eric got sidelined in late 2023. He wrestled he wrestled against some top stars such as Sheamus, uh, Sami Zayn, and Kofi Kingston, among others, and received loud reactions from live crowds and appreciation within the industry and fans. While speaking about Eric's uh, in, in, inevitable comeback, to Chris Van Vliet on the Inside podcast, like like earlier in the year, I believe, or no, like in the Inside podcast, like on how like it will affect his singles career, like in WWE. Like Ivar admitted that the 40-year-old like will ruin everything as he did before when they were wrestling in Ring of Honor. And this is what he had to say uh, while jokingly explained, like I joke a lot about this, like so we're in Ring of Honor, we got put as a tag team, like where we're catching fire, and then he gets in a motorcycle accident and tries to ruin my wrestling career. So now I got to do single stuff in Ring of Honor. So then I get a big push in Ring of Honor. Like I'm wrestling the main event of the pay per view, like for the title. Like and he returns and tries to ruin my wrestling career again. Like yes, exactly. It's all over again. Same thing. It is uh, it is not out of the question that WWE gives Ivar some opportunities as a singles competitor down the line. He has proved his worth with a lot of worthy performances, like earlier this year, of course. But what are your thoughts on to Ivar's push as a single star, and what are your thoughts on this joke? But let's hope that we do see him back in the singles division, despite his teammate being back alongside with him. And do you think WWE sees some bright singles future with Ivar? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And I should say about the same with Eric because he looked like a very slow eventer, I guess you could say. But moving on, we got a wrestling veteran like taunts Ric Flair for a ridiculous backstage moment. Like former WWE head writer Vince Russo recently spoke about Ric Flair showing off his Hall of Fame ring. Like the star was first inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2008. And the Nature Boy is one of the few like WWE stars to have been inducted twice into the WWE Hall of Fame. Like he was first inducted as a single star, like in 2008, and he was inducted as part of the Four Horsemen in 2012. He is a 16-time world champion and one of the greatest stars to have stepped into the ring during this week's Legion of Raw episode. Russo recalled when Ric Flair was first inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2008 and was showing his ring to everybody in TNA. The former writer chuckled like that, although like it meant a lot to the legendary wrestler. The induction was not a big deal for him. He he explains, I was there like at TNA when Flair got the first Hall of Fame ring and was showing it off to everybody. I was like, I get it, like that's what it means to you. Like it doesn't mean that that's what it means. What it's gotta mean to me, bro. Ric Flair is one of the most respected names in the wrestling business, despite his antics like outside of the ring. Like the Nature Boy is regarded like as one of the greatest ever like to lace a pair of boots. Like despite his retirement, like Flair like continues to for WWE and AEW. But what are your thoughts on the Vince Russo's story about Ric Flair taunting everybody on the TNA roster about 14 years ago about his Hall of Fame ring? And do you think that was necessary for him to do that, or do you think he didn't need to do all that just to prove his statement? You let me know down in the comment section right down below. But moving on, we got Tiffany Stratton sends a forward message to Rhea Ripley after teaming up on WWE Raw. And it says right here Tiffany Stratton teamed up with Rhea Ripley on this week's episode of Raw. Duo faced the team of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Stratton has now sent a message to the night for the Nightmare during the opening segment, like on the show. Ripley was interrupted by Stratton, who delivered like an important message, like on the behalf of Nia Jax. Like this led to Ripley, like in the Barbie teaming up in the program event. But yeah, but on Twitter, like slash X, Stratton sent a forward message to Ripley, blaming her in the process. She's like saying it was your fault, like in some very clarified, stern words, like with with WWE posting a video about them, like in their tag team match against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. You can see it for yourself. With Tiffany Stratton reacting to it, with her responding by saying this, by pointing the fingers at her temporary partner, now her real. life partner. Like this is where it says right here that 4 weeks like Stratton like has teased the for weeks like Stratton has teased the possibility of cashing in her money in the bank briefcase contract like on Nia Jax. The irresistible force is the reigning defending women's champion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and recently defended her title against Bailey at the Bad Blood Premium Live event. Like Jax won the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam, like at the Premium Live event by beating the role model like once before she did so on just from almost a couple weeks ago, and it says right here Rhea Ripley revealed like who she wants to face at WrestleMania. But before we get into that, I want to ask some questions to you guys. Do you think that Tiffany Stratton could successfully cash in the briefcase, or to Liv Morgan? Uh, I do think Tiffany Stratton should cash it in on Nia Jax when that time is right, which I think is going to be the second one rather than being the first one. And but yeah, let me know down in the comments like what's your take onto this matter, like about this. But moving on, we got Rhea Ripley like has expressed her desire to face Bianca Belair at uh, WrestleMania during an appearance like on Up Up Down Down. Like the former women's world champion, and like women's world champion also addressed Io Sky and Liv Morgan as potential WrestleMania opponents, and, and this is what she had to say on the matter. Like Or yeah, this is what you had to say, like while predicting it by tweeting it on her ex account, saying, "I've been seeing a lot of people like, what am I talking about? I mean, that what am I saying? I mean, like, that's what she had to say, like on the matter, saying like I've seen a lot of people like predicting things on X, like I have, I have seen like I have seen EO, I have seen Live, like which I don't really want to continue, but whether and there and then there's also Bianca, like who's someone that I wanted to face at WrestleMania for a very long time, so I'm going to have to go with Bianca. But what are your thoughts on the Eradicator's request of facing Bianca in the dream match at WrestleMania? And do you think she'll get her wish, or do you think that she's going to get denied by WWE's creative team about this match? Is she going to drag out the feud with Liv Morgan? And would you rather see that, or like see Bianca, or even Io Sky? Let me know. Yeah, what your hot take is on down in the comment section right down below. But moving forward, we got WWE legend expect like mind blowing heel turn during the Bloodlines match at Bad Blood. Like with the former WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi shared his thoughts on the epic tag team, like the epic tag team match, like at Bad Blood, like it's the Bloodline, like Sol Sikoa and Jacob Fatu taking on Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. And the veteran anticipated like a shocking heel turn like during the main event, like at the premium live event, the premium live event in Atlanta, but this but this did not occur. But anyway, this is what it says right here. Fans witnessed a dream team when former rivals, the original tribal chief and the American Nightmare paired up to take on the common enemy of Roman's cousins, Sol Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, in a tag team match in the closing moments of the bout. When the reset when the reset of the bloodline members Tama Tonga and Tangaloa tried to interfere, Jimmy, it says Jimmy Uso made his huge return to the event, the odds, and help Reigns, Reigns and Rhodes to take home the win at Bad Blood. However, the night did not end there for the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Following the PLE, Kevin Owens finally revealed his true colors, turning heel on Rhodes. And on his Off the Top podcast, Rikishi mentioned that the American Nightmare should have betrayed Roman Reigns at Bad Blood, and yeah, this is what he had the. And it said, yeah, Cody should have betrayed Roman Reigns at Bad Blood, considering their contrasting personalities, and the potential for a compelling heel turn. He But this is what he had to say. During that time, I was damn sure it would have been nice if Cody Rhodes turned on Roman Reigns. You got two big baby faces. Cody's been that baby face since Roman since gone off to and gone yeah has been gone, and then to be able to come back together. It says right here, WWE veteran admired the way the OTC had evolved from a hated heel into a beloved babyface. He added, he, but this where it's this is where he had this to say on the matter. Or he added, like, he puts out that vibe, you can almost feel it, coming through the TV, do TV, how over this guy is, and this is one of the guy that people hated, his guts, that he said. And but this is where that we got moving on. We got Rikishi wants Cody to turn heel in WWE. But before we get into that, I want to ask you: do you think it would have been better if Cody was the one that's turning heel, but on to Roman Reigns after the show? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. That would be pretty interesting to see, actually. But for the best, I think they made the right decision of remaining him as a baby face. But yeah, let me know about that in the comment section right down below. But yeah, he got so many stories to tell as a baby, right? Being a heel, considering we got Kevin Owens just turn on him, and then we also got a potential plans for Cody versus Orton, and then eventually Cody versus The Rock. So yeah, it would be very difficult to turn him heel at this time. If there's not really much guys here that is clearly which clearly probably not going to be happening anytime soon. But during that same interview on Off the Top podcast, Rikishi claimed that have made a shocking revelation about the American Nightmare current American Nightmare's current character. The veteran believed Cody Rhodes was not comfortable being a babyface. Rikishi stated that, but then right here that Rikishi stated that he'd be the happiest if the undisputed WWE champion turned heel, asserting that this massive change would unlock his true potential. He he mentioned, or yeah, he explains, I don't think he's comfortable being a baby face. He does everything fantastic, in the but yeah, this is where he yeah, everything fantastic in the ring, but it's just something about that kid, the dry he I mean, the day he turns heel, man, I'm going to be happy for him because now he is just going to let he's going to let uh he's gonna let loose on everybody. He said he's gonna let loose on everybody if he turns heel. As of now, Cody Rhodes is scheduled to compete. Like against Gunther for the Crown Jewel Championship at the upcoming Premium Live event in Saudi Arabia on November 2nd. It said right here. But yeah, this is where we got in Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns are attempting to expand their alliance, to counter the faction led by Solos, Sokoa. It remains to be seen whether WWE intends to turn the American Nightmare into a villainous character, or do you think he's best to stay as a fan favorite babyface? Let me know in the comment section right down below. I think they should keep him babyface for now, unless they have any plans him turning heel, and I can see that happening with, with Kevin Owens finally saying see, I'm not the bad guy in the story like he is, which that could be true, but at the same time, it looks like that they're not going to be turning him heel though. However, especially not in this way. But but you never know what could truly be the we're gonna see what's gonna possibly gonna transpire in the foreseeable future. But moving on, we got a 37-year-old a 37-year-old heel. Moving forward, we got a 37-year-old a heel WWE star could become the biggest babyface the company has ever seen. That says Tommy Dreamer. Cody Rhodes is arguably the biggest babyface in WWE today. However, wrestling veteran Tommy Dreamer suggested another top. Yeah, he did yeah, the company's history, but yeah, become the biggest babyface in the company's history, and the American Nightmare will square off against Dunning Janelle at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia last night on WWE Raw. It, it says right here that the two world champions had a heated confrontation while addressing the segment on the Busted Open Radio after dark podcast with with uh where Tommy Dreamer claims the ring general could turn could turn from heel to babyface, like in a heartbeat. Like the ECW legend, like stated that the 37-year-old, like, but yeah, this, but yeah, this the biggest like. But yeah, the ECW legend like stated that the 37-year-old Raw superstar could become the biggest babyface of the company has ever seen because he was such a good in-ring worker. Like he uh he mentions like in a heartbeat, Gunther could become the biggest baby face like this company ever seen. Like why? Because he's such a good in ring worker. Like and then yeah, and we also got an interview I got another news about Gunther, but this time it's about can Gunther beat Cody Rhodes at WWE Crown Jewel, and it says right here, it says like on his Not Sam Wrestling podcast, WWE talk show host Sam Roberts discussed like it says right here. Which gonna be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on November 2nd. Like Kevin Owens' betrayal of the American Nightmare. The prize fighter would interfere to cost Rhodes the match against Gunther, and and yeah, and he quoted I'm not. I'm Michael. He stated so for sure. Like Gunter's winning, like that big giant title. Like Kevin Owens, like is going to interfere, and then yeah, that leads us to KO versus Cody at Survivor Series. He said, which that's why I was thinking the same thing. They're leading this WWE title feud like to the Survivor Series, which is the pay per view that's formerly known as being for fighting for brand supremacy. And I want to ask you this quick question: do you think that we could see like a Survivor Series like that, with including 5-on-5 elimination? Again, let me know in the comments down below. But also, what are your thoughts on to could about the match between Cody and Gunter? And do you agree with Sam Roberts? Do you think Kevin Owens is going to interfere? I think he is in some capacity, but I think on my prediction, we can see we could possibly see him trying to do so, but it ends up going backfire with Cody Rhodes like trying to find a way to outsmart Kevin Owens from his outside interferences. With Cody Rhodes will get the upper hand onto him. I can get him with the Cody Cutter, probably plus the Crossroads for the win. But anyways, it says right here, while Gunther is currently one of the top heels, like in the Stanford-based company, it will be interesting to see if the Imperium leader undergoes like of a character change in the future. And do you think Gunther's gonna win? Like, and probably all thanks to Kevin Owens, even though he wouldn't ask for it. Or do you think it's gonna be like or do you think it's gonna be like a very backfiring maneuver with Cody Rhodes winning with the Crown Jewel Championship around his arm, but he probably won't be using the championship until next year's Crown Jewel, which is gonna be on the line for next year's show. But let me know in the comment section right down below. Like, but I think like that's probably the only way I can see Gunther winning because it's like they're trying to make Cody Rhodes unbeatable, and the only person that you would like to have him beat him was I get somebody like a Rock or a Roman or even Randy. Like, but for now, I just don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Even though it's not for his championship, rather than the Crown Jewel championship, I still think that he's going to come up with the upper hand. But But y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, like if it does happen the total opposite way. But anyways, you got some Paul Heyman news. Sends a cryptic message after Jimmy Uso tried to reunite with Jay Uso, like on WWE Raw. The latest episode of WWE Raw was full of surprises as Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso crossed paths for the first time since WrestleMania 40. On Tuesday, which is today, Paul Heyman sent a cryptic message after the failed uh, was that reunion, like the failed reunion attempt, like on but yeah, this is like with a tip, like with a reunion and attempt on Monday Night Raw, like and the Usos have been like through a lot in the past year, like as they moved away from the tag team wrestling and work on different brands. However, like fate like brought like them back together, like as Jimmy Uso approached like Jay Uso on two occasions on last night's Raw. Like, however, the Intercontinental Champion wanted no smoke like from the bloodline like because he does not give a damn what exactly what they say and them mistreating him like and costing him a shot at the undisputed costing him a chance of becoming undisputed WWE champion right now and getting kicked right off the curb, which who can blame Jay Uso on that note. But however, like the Intercontinental Champion, like yeah, that's it. Like you want Window Smoke like then shift like focus towards Braun Breaker, while the former wise man had of the heel faction sent a cryptic message on X like after Jimmy failed to uh, Jim. I mean, reunite with Jay amid the OTC's ongoing battles with Sol Sokoa and the co members like on Friday Night SmackDown, like this is what the wise man had to say right here on this X, saying the wise man always knows where to find his soul. It's like it, it's saying hashtag one when we and one L for L, like which stands for looking for Larry, and then also King of New York, and then it says, and everywhere else, like Heyman wrote, which you can see right here for yourself onto this post with along with the caption with the wise man doing so, which you can see right here on Sportskeeda. It said right here, while message could mean nothing like in the context like of the storyline, like it's evident that Jimmy Uso only a way of so of solace like in into into yeah but yeah, this is where we got like could be fixing his on-screen relationship with Jimmy Uso after last year's incident. And do you think that the Usos will reunite like and there'll be a SummerSlam that they do along with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns against the new Bloodline? Let me know down in the comment section right down below, which I think that's going to be the case. I mean, it could be sooner, it could be later, but it's going to eventually happen for them to, which we got, what's the name? Jimmy Uso still have plenty of time despite getting rejected by his own twin brother. But moving on, we got one more news to talk about, which is what happened between Jimmy and Jay Uso in WWE. Last year, the Usos stood on business as Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman started neglecting Jimmy and Jay Uso after the Twins lost their tag team titles. Like, to obviously Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But, but yeah, this is where it says like I said, the Twins lost their undisputed tag team titles to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania in California, which is live in SoFi Stadium at the in 2023, which is WrestleMania 39. Later, Jimmy Uso turned on the Bloodline, and Jay Uso joined him as well. The Usos scored a win against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa at the 2023 Money in the Bank Premium Live event in the United Kingdom. This allowed Jay to get after Roman's title. However, Jimmy turned on Jay at the biggest party of the summer in Michigan and cost his twin brother the opportunity later. Like Jimmy explained his actions, but main event Jay decided it was time to cut ties with the Bloodline on the WWE SmackDown show. And regardless of Jay's choice, Jimmy appeared and and did they call and cost him several title opportunities on the on Raw. Like the Twins settled settled it at WrestleMania in Philadelphia, and the Yeet Master won. It'll be interesting to see if the two reunite to take on Solo's faction. And do you think that's possible for them to reunite and do that, and maybe even win against Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa? Which I'm not sure if that's going to happen though, because I can think of two good reasons. Like because Jay Uso probably would want to stay on Raw while Jimmy Uso's on SmackDown, and also we got what's it called? We also because we also And also, secondly, because we also got the got the debuts of a certain tag team that could be making their debuts as soon as this Friday SmackDown against Los Lagarza, and yeah, and much more. But I guess that will be it for today's wrestling news video. I hope y'all all enjoyed, and if so, please make sure hit the big thumbs up button. Considering hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for more SNA videos, and let me know in the comments which one of these news stories is your favorite ones? If I had to choose one, I would pick. Well, let's see. I'll say maybe. Let's see which one would be my favorite one. Maybe the very funny message from Tiffany Stratton, like to Rhea Ripley. I guess I had to pick one because none of these news stories were not really much of favorite ones. Like nothing against it. It's just that I just cannot pick one from the other right here. But I guess I'll leave it like that as right now. But make sure to check out my NXT review video, which I'm going to be talking about what exactly went down, because we're going to be seeing the debut of Stephanie Vaquer taking on Ren Sinclair of the No Catch Crew. We also got the number one contenders match between Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Wes Lee for the NXT Championship. And let me know in the comments who's your pick on who's going to be winning their respective matches. But yeah, like I said, that's it for today, and I hope y'all enjoy. And I hope y'all all have a wonderful and safe Tuesday afternoon. And I'll see you all in the next video with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye-bye, my Assassinators. Y'all take care and have a superific, phenomenal Tuesday afternoon. And I'll see you guys soon later on in the next video. Bye bye.